welcome from the Americas to Proto-Greeks, from catacomb culture to Proto-Greeks. That means that catacomb culture and Proto-Greeks come from the Americas. In the context of the Action Plan for Existence series, which I'm working on, I consider me making comments on this next unique article about catacomb culture and Proto-Greeks very meaningful, because it partially and from another perspective shows that one group and one era is the basis for next groups, even when there's relatively large distances, and that in a short period of time well, it influences the next group or gives base existence to the next group. So that leads to an explosion of similar cultures, or at least that was what happened since this catacomb culture gave form to the Proto-Greeks, etc. These cultures and all cultures from the catacomb culture seem to come out of nowhere only a few millennia ago, and suddenly humanity seems to have history, while there seemed to have been nothing of history for many millennia or forever, except Göbekli Tepe. That is, apart from being very spectacular, is a kind of standalone feature, standalone and rather regional. So Younger Dryas was about 12,800 years ago, and catacomb people or cultures and pro-Greeks, there's a vacuum of several millennia, and this is the region where the Younger Dryas event took place. And before this event, Younger Dryas event, there were Neanderthal and sister groups like Denisovan and Cro-Magnon, but they all seem to be gone, just like the megafauna. Between this event and the catacomb culture, all seem to have gone, disappeared. So this is a spreading of Neanderthal, and they are all gone, and nothing came in its place. So this is the ancestor of modern humans, and this Homo sapiens are supposed to be the modern humans, and Neanderthal and Denisovans were gone. Even before this event. And this is Göbekli Tepe. This is a region where 12,800 years ago there was quite a lot of activity, but it doesn't look like a culture. You just see, well, all their structures, very enigmatic structures. For a long period of time they thought that there was no habitation at all. So why, after the Younger Dryas here, there is nothing, or there seems to be nothing until like 5,000 years ago. There's a gap of over 5,000 years, and the temperature is similar. It's even a little bit warmer than today. Then I see the Cartwrights in Malta as kind of preparations before these cultures start to appear, like the catacomb culture. After the Malta Cartwrights, which is part of the preparations, with builders at work all over the world, but at least when it comes to Cartwrights, with the most evidence in Malta. So the builders disappear, also the builders of the Cartwrights, around 4000 BP, just as in the case of the Stonehenge builders. Roughly they disappear. They aren't clear cultures, but they left marks like Stonehenge, like the Cartwrights, but they disappear when the new cultures arrive. You see here, this is ancient DNA research by David Reich. Replacement population turnover, Britain. This is just an example. Stonehenge, roughly 4,500 to 4,000 years ago. It was obviously builded, and then these are the blue dots. They are the builders, and then suddenly there is this event and they disappear. There's no blue dots anymore here, and the red dots appear, and there is a 90% replacement, which is, let's say, extreme. So these people disappeared. The builders of Stonehenge disappeared, and then there came the users of Stonehenge that most probably didn't know how Stonehenge was built, that they were not capable, and they are the haplogroup R1b M269, while this older group is, in this case, was haplogroup E and E2. So this is the Cartwrights, and when the new groups appear, like here, the builders disappear, like here. So, and they built this probably long time ago, because at first sight it was before sea level rose sufficiently to cover these ruts. The builders and newcomers came from the Americas. I will stop this video. Thanks for watching. I will go further in the next video. Bye.